From tiny dots on a screen to billion-dollar virtual worlds, gaming has changed how we play, learn, and dream. It connects generations, cultures, and imaginations. But how did it all begin? This is the story of how gaming was born, from pixels to powerhouses. The story of gaming starts not in a company, but in a lab. In 1958, physicist William Higginbotham created tennis for two using an oscilloscope, a simple bouncing dot that entertained visitors for hours. Just a dot of light. But it was the beginning of something extraordinary. A few years later, in 1962, a group of students at MIT created Space War on a PDP-1 computer. It became the first game to spread between computers, the first viral video game before the internet even existed. The 1970s brought gaming out of laboratories and into public spaces. Arcades became the heart of youth culture. In 1972, Atari released Pong, a simple tennis game that became a worldwide hit. Soon came Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Donkey Kong, games that defined a generation. Neon lights, quarters clinking, cheers of high scores, this was the golden age of arcades. In 1977, Atari launched the 2600 console. Gaming entered the living room. For the first time, people could play at home. But with the boom came chaos. By 1983, the market was flooded with bad games and cheap consoles. Confidence collapsed. Stores stopped selling them. It became known as the Great Video Game Crash. Analysts predicted gaming was finished forever. But from the ashes rose a hero, Nintendo. In 1985, they launched the NES and Super Mario Bros., the game that saved an industry. It was colorful, joyful, and packed with imagination. Soon came The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, and Tetris. Nintendo didn't just make games, it created icons. And in 1989, the Game Boy made gaming portable. The world was playing again. The 1990s transformed gaming again, from 2D sprites to full 3D worlds. Sony entered the race with the PlayStation in 1994. Nintendo followed with the N64. Sega launched the Dreamcast. The console wars had begun. Each system pushed graphics, sound, and storytelling to new levels. Games like Final Fantasy VII, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Metal Gear Solid changed how stories were told. The 2000s connected the world. Online gaming turned players into communities. World of Warcraft, Counter-Strike, and Halo 2 made teamwork part of gaming's DNA. Then came esports, competitions that filled stadiums. Gaming wasn't just a hobby anymore, it was a lifestyle. Today, gaming is everywhere, from phones to VR headsets. It's an art form, a sport, and a global economy worth hundreds of billions. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, and GTA 5 connect millions daily. We can build, explore, and compete in worlds that once existed only in imagination. From laboratory experiments to digital universes, gaming has come a long way. And as technology grows, one truth remains. Every great game starts with a simple idea: to play.